What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. You guys know what time it is. It's time to open our mouths, put our hands on our face, and act completely shocked that Konami banned cards that we've been saying that they probably should ban. Anyways, you guys know that the FNL list has been updated and we are going to cover it. I have not looked at the list, but I got some suspicions as to what they may or may not have done. I'm gonna make some predictions, I guess. I'm gonna say that True King of All Calamities, I'm gonna say has not been banned. I'm also going to say that Konami has completely forgotten that Mystic Mine is one of the most unfun cards in Yu-Gi-Oh history. I'm gonna say that they didn't hit that, and I'm also gonna say they forgot about a card that I would love to see come off the FNL list, and that would be Trickstar Light Stage, which I don't know, man. The entire Yu-Gi-Oh community has just forgotten about that card. But let's go ahead and check it out. Really interesting that Konami has, kind of dropped this list on us. Actually, oh, I'm trolling. This is the NA site, so I'm guessing that this one hasn't updated. Probably got to go to the European site because I saw Blot Dragon. I was like, wait a minute, isn't that already banned? Okay, effective December 15th, 2020. So yeah, this is a new list, and it says we will not get a new FNL list. We won't get a new ban list until March of 2021. Okay, so that's like 3 months from now, or yeah, basically until March. All right, so maybe they're going back to like 4 ban lists a year. Anyways, okay, so we have an effect monster that got banned. Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. Okay, so this was predicted. Did we go full Team Samurai? I told you! Yes, Sam. You're the only one who predicted that this card would get banned. Honestly, I think Union Carrier is kind of like the core problem because I get why they banned this card. Obviously, not playing with the ability to use your extra deck is super unfun. And basically, as long as you have a dark monster and you can make Union Carrier, which is like 2 kind of it's just like a generic link 2, you can obviously summon this, lock your opponent out of the extra deck. A lot of decks need their extra deck. If you're not playing El Dorado, Guru, or maybe like Altergeist, you're basically going to like auto lose to this card. I still really think Union Carrier is just the core problem, but I can understand if Konami doesn't want to hit some of the newer link monsters. So this is kind of like the fall guy basically, because it's a super old card. Buster Blader don't even play this card, so I completely understand why they hit it. Let's see what else they hit. Okay, so that's the only effect monster that they banned was Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. I think that's like one of the only main deck monsters that people did actually talk about getting hit, and obviously that means that Union Carrier is still around. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% certain that Link Cross got banned. Okay, there's Link Cross, because I saw some YouTubers had that in their thumbnail. This is like one of the most puzzling cards I think I've ever, we've seen be created. I mean, we spent 3 years in the Vrains era knowing that these mass token producing cards were just bonkers, right? Whether it be Grinder Golem or Gofu, Galaxy Tomahawk, and Phantom Sky Blaster. Like, how many token cards did Konami have to hit over that 3-year span? And then for them to just make another generic one that you can summon for free at the very end of the Reigns era, that just made no sense. Because this came in, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Link Cross come in the very last set of Eternity Code? That's kind of just like an FU to your players at that point. Like, why did you hit all of these token producing cards? Why'd you ban all these things if you were just going to make another broken one right at the very end? It's almost like you were just saying FU player base, or you just didn't learn anything from all the other cards that you had to hit. So I have no idea, honestly, why they even created Link Cross. It seemed like a stupid idea to begin with, and I'm not surprised that it ended up getting banned. All right, doesn't really, I don't know, maybe I'm not looking for cards that have come off the ban list, but it doesn't really seem like they've done anything. Smoke Grenade of the Thief. This is actually, I hate to say it. This is probably my most hated card of the entire format. Oh, by the way, VFD didn't get banned. That's the single reason. Side note: I didn't make a ban list prediction is because I didn't think VFD deserved to be banned, and I knew I was just gonna get hate for it. So I was like, I'm not even gonna post the list. I know I'm right about VFD. Everybody's just crying about it. Constantly. It's the number one most cried about card in Yu-Gi-Oh! It doesn't need to be banned, but I'm not going to make the video because people are just going to hate on my opinion. Anyway, Smoke Grenade of Thief is just a ridiculous card. I think I posted back in like the summer the Infernoble combos to where they could pull Smoke Grenade of Thief out of their deck and they could pop it with Charles, see your opening hand. If they opened with it, it was even better, because usually they could pop it during the process of their combo if they had like the one noble arms like spell card. But I even played against Zodiac that were playing this card, and it was like even ridiculous in Zodiac. I mean, we know it's good in Rockets because they can pop it with Tracer, but I played against a Zodiac player and he was like normal summon, he normal summoned like Ram, put a bunch of materials, then he made Trident. That's pretty much normal. And then he was like, activate Smoke Grenade of Thief on my Trident, pop it. And I was like, oh my goodness, is this really where we're at now? Like, I guess people realize like, yo, this card's good in Zodiac because all of our monsters can turn into Trident. This card's ridiculous. It's my most hated card of the entire format, even more than Link Cross and VFD and all those cards. Good riddance. Not a hard once per turn because it's from like the DM era. So, you know, you don't have hard once per turns back then. Definitely deserve to get banned. Predictably, Konami probably forgot about Mystic Mind. I mean, I'd settle for Mystic Mind Limit, but I think they've forgotten that Mystic Mind is like a card that just needs to be out of the game. Like, I would love to see Mystic Mind banned, but you know, I guess we'll settle for a limit. Trickstar Reincarnation or Light Stage probably is still limited for who knows why. Let's just see. It's another one of those cards everyone has forgotten about. Hey, Trickstar Light Stage totally deserves to be limited, by the way. Come on, man. Other than Dragoon, seriously, what can Trickstars even do? Wasn't it hit for Orcus combo? Orcus is like so bad, even with Bardiche. Like, please give me Trickstar Light Stage back so I can at least try to play that deck again. Okay, so for ones, wow, they didn't do anything with the limited list, like nothing. So nothing got unbanned. I mean, there was so much talk of Sky Striker Mobilize Engage and all these other cards like Scroll Combat Joker, and they just did nothing. So this is a very, very small ban list, but I hate to admit it, they hit the most problematic cards. I mean, if they weren't going to hit Union Carrier, then, you know, hitting the Buster Blader card is pretty much like the next best thing. Let's see what else they did. All right, so semi-limits. I mean, most people don't really like the semi-limited list. And True King's Return. Okay, so that's like the Call of the Haunted for the True Draco archetype, and it allows them to get one every turn. That's fine. I think more people would have been happy getting Masterpiece. Let me close this before I quit. I think more people would have been happy getting Masterpiece back because that would have given them like probably more defensive plays to like you know, allow them to play during their opponent's turn. I also don't even think Masterpiece is like low-key that broken because I feel like it's pretty much the same as Dragoon. I think it may be even worse, but I mean, I guess they'll take, you know, anything, especially with Diagram Hit and Card Demise at 1. I think Draco players will take anything. Okay, Seer and Graph. I'm like 99% certain that the Yu-Gi-Oh community pretty much twisted Konami's arm on this. I constantly saw Yu-Gi-Tubers and just people in the community calling for this. This could definitely help. Right now, I only see Burning Abyss played in the PK deck, which I think they only play like one copy of these cards each, but maybe that will change. Maybe Burning Abyss will be a better deck. Evil Gishki, Mine August, isn't this just an FTK card? I don't really understand why this is moving the other way. ABC, Dragon Buster, and Totally Awesome. Those two seem to be tied at the hip. They got limited at the beginning of Master Rule 5. I don't know why they ever hit those cards. Totally Awesome, I kind of understood a teeny bit because of like the new Shark cards, but Buster Dragon was just like asinine. Overall, I really love this list. I know I'm going to get dislikes because of my take on VFD. I know everyone's going to cry about, why didn't they ban VFD? It's so bad. Yes, why don't they just kill Virtual World and make it unplayable, because you know the deck has been out literally for like 5 minutes and people just want to kill. That deck is absolutely unplayable if it doesn't have VFD. And I'm sorry, if your deck can't beat VFD pass, like you probably deserve to lose. Play some spells and traps. Anyways, what do you guys think of this ban list? I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like this list. I wish they would have taken some cards off. That seems to be the bigger thing about FNL lists nowadays, is that Konami they don't really take cards off. Like I would love to see windups come back. I would love to see Zemighty come back. I would love to see, you know, some of these other archetypes, you know, get some of their cards back, because I feel like the ban list is kind of cluttered. We got a lot of cards on here that probably don't deserve to be on here, but for the problematic cards, I think they hit most of them. I know that I'm in this super minority with True King of All Calamities. I think most people are going to say that if VFD was on here, it would be like the perfect ban list, but I'll definitely take this list. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, leave your comments in the comment section below.